Now for all the details, the Indian government on Friday formed a committee headed by the former President Ramnath Kovind to explore the possibility of one nation, one election in the country. The development comes a day after the government called a special 5-day session of the Parliament from September 18 to 22. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi said that once the committee submits its report, a discussion will take place in the Parliament. He added, India is called the mother of democracy and the discussion around one nation, one election is part of evolution.
अभी तो कमेटी रचाया गया है। कमेटी रचाने के बाद इसका कमेटी का रिपोर्ट आएगा। कमेटी का रिपोर्ट पब्लिक डोमेन में चर्चा होगा। अगर पार्लियामेंट में जब आता है, पार्लियामेंट में चर्चा होगा। पार्लियामेंट प्रबुद्ध है, भारत देश का प्रजाप्रभुत्व एकदम मैच्योर्ड है, प्रबुद्ध प्रजाप्रभुत्व है, उसमें चर्चा होगा। इतना घबराने का क्या बात है?
The multi-party opposition bloc INDIA, which was holding its third meeting in Mumbai, however slammed the government's idea, with alliance leaders denouncing the formation of the committee as a move to divert attention. Regional parties have also voiced opposition to the proposal of simultaneous elections, claiming it hurts their prospects in state-level elections.
स्पेशल सेशन मणिपुर जल रहा था तो आपने नहीं बुलाया। जब अब चाइना अपनी जमीन हड़प कर ले रही है, कब्जा कर ली है, उसके लिए नहीं बुलाया। लोग तंग और तबाह इसमें ये हमारा नोटबंदी के वक्त परेशान थे, माइग्रेंट वर्कर परेशान, उस वक्त नहीं बुलाया। जब मुल्क अपने मुश्किल में रहता उस वक्त उन्होंने कभी नहीं बुलाया। अब क्यों बुलाया मुझे मालूम नहीं, आज का एजेंडा क्या है उनका मालूम नहीं। तो ये देश चलाने की रीत नहीं है, ये आहिस्ता आहिस्ता डिक्टेटरशिप की तरफ जा रहे हैं।
दूसरी बात यह है कि जो मीडिया में ये सवाल उठ रहा है कि क्या वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन होगा, ये नहीं हो सकता है। ये भारत के संविधान के खिलाफ होगा, क्योंकि फेडरलिज्म भारत के संविधान के बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर का हिस्सा है।
Moving on, the Director General of the Assam Rifles, Lieutenant General PC Nair, on Friday termed the situation in India's Manipur as unprecedented and said the clash between the two ethnic communities have put the northeastern state in a spot like never before. General Nair, who leads the force tasked with maintaining law and order situation in Manipur, said while holistically the level of violence has gone down in the last few days, there is a need among the community members to realize that the only way forward is peace.
I wish to state that the situation that we are facing in Manipur is very unprecedented. We have never faced anything of this kind in our long years of history. It's new to us, it's new to Manipur also. Today, there's so much against each other. It's so corrupted. This needs to be stalled. There is a need for realization to come for the people that the only way forward is peace. They have to talk. They have to get back to negotiations.
Hundreds of people have lost their lives and thousands others have been displaced since clashes broke out between ethnic Meitei and Kuki communities. Sporadic incidents are still being reported in the remote state which borders Myanmar. And while protests have continued over inflated electricity bills, Pakistan on Friday raised fuel prices to a record high, adding to the woes of the people already upset by soaring inflation. A report.
In another shock to the people grappling with record high inflation, Pakistan on Friday raised prices of petrol and diesel, surpassing 300 rupees per litre. The move comes as there have been sporadic protests across the country after consumers received inflated power bills following a recent increase in electricity prices and taxes, a key demand of the IMF for revival of a long-stalled bailout program.
को जिस तरह से सहूलतें दी जा रही हैं बिजली और पेट्रोल की, मुफ्त बिजली और मुफ्त पेट्रोल उनको दिया जा रहा है, उसका सारा दबाव अवाम के ऊपर है। हमारे बिजली के बिलों के अंदर नाजायज़ टैक्स लगाए जा रहे हैं। हम जितनी बिजली इस्तेमाल नहीं करते उससे कई गुना ज़्यादा हमसे उसके बिल लिए जा रहे हैं।
अवाम के बिलों में जो इतना इजाफा किया है, इतने दीगर टैक्सेस का इजाफा किया है, उन सबको फ़ौरन वापस लें, नहीं तो ये अवाम जो आज सड़कों पर आई है, कल अल्लाह ना करे कि ये कानून हाथ में ले।
The frequent price hikes are likely to have political implications as the country is set to hold elections by November. On Thursday, Pakistan's rupee also fell to an 8th consecutive record on Thursday, dropping to 305.5 per US dollar. Since the induction of a caretaker administration, the rupee has shed 4.6%.
Moving on, US President Joe Biden has reassured continued support for the people of Afghanistan on the second anniversary of the US military withdrawal from the war-torn country. In a statement, Biden highlighted the US remains Afghanistan's largest humanitarian assistance donor and also paid tribute to the sacrifice of American service members, noting that 2,461 died and over 20,000 were wounded throughout the two-decade war. After the US withdrawal, Afghanistan's Republic government collapsed, leading to the rapid resurgence of the Taliban. Amid the evacuation at the Kabul International Airport, a suicide attack resulted in the deaths of 13 US service members and around 170 Afghan citizens. Biden's administration has faced sharp criticism for the chaotic withdrawal that resulted in Taliban control. And indicating continued stabilization for the crisis-ridden economy, Sri Lanka's Statistics Department said on Thursday that the island nation's key inflation rate eased to 4% in August from 6.3% a month ago. Soaring inflation has battered the economy for more than a year after a severe foreign exchange shortage. Since Sri Lanka secured a $2.9 billion IMF bailout in March, its economic stress has been slowly subsiding, with its currency appreciating about 10% this year and reserves improving. But the economy is nevertheless expected to record a 2% contraction according to government estimates after shrinking 7.8% last year. Hundreds of people gathered in Nepal's capital on Friday to mark Gai Jatra cow festival, which people believe will give salvation to the souls of their departed loved ones.
Hundreds of people on Friday crowded the Basantapur Darbar Square in Nepal's capital to mark Gai Jatra, disguising themselves as cows, accepting alms and donations, following beliefs that it would give salvation to the departed souls of their loved ones. The bereaved families offer fruits, bread, beaten rice, curd and money to those participating in the procession. The festival derives its name from the religious belief that the deceased, during the journey to heaven, crosses a legendary river by grabbing the tail of a cow.
गाई जात्राको दिन चाहिँ खास अब आफ्नो बितेका जो हुनुहुन्छ हैन उहाँको नामबाट चाहिँ 365 चाहिँ हामीले दान दिनुपर्ने हुन्छ अनि त्यसमा 365 मा दान दिएपछि चाहिँ उहाँले चाहिँ खान पाइन्छ भन्ने चाहिँ एउटा पुरानो हुन्छ हैन त्यो चाहिँ अनुसार चाहिँ हामीले त्यो दानहरु दिन्छौं।
Gai Jatra is celebrated mainly by the Newar community. It is also marked with the mockery of the wrongdoings of politicos and other concerned groups through the means of drama, music and other means.
After the huge success of the Chandrayaan-3 moon mission, the Indian Space Research Organization is on the brink of making another history, as it is all set to launch its another mission, Aditya L1, to the Sun, scheduled to take place on Saturday. The country's first space-based solar probe aims to study solar winds, which can cause disturbances on Earth and are commonly seen as auroras. ISRO chairman and his team of scientists on Friday also visited the Sri Chingalamma Parameshwari temple in Andhra Pradesh in the run-up to the launch of Aditya L1 mission and prayed for its success.
Thank you. So today the countdown for PSLV C57 Aditya L1 mission is starting, and tomorrow noon time we will have the launch. That's at 11:50. then it will take almost an hour for the satellite to reach the required location and inject.
The ISRO earlier on Thursday released a video of the Pragyan rover moving on the surface of the moon. In the history of space science, it is for the first time that temp profiling is being done around the south pole of the moon. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time next week. Have a great weekend. Good night.